there. Unfortunately, this episode is going to be having a watermark that comes out periodically throughout the episode. When I was recording this session of Katawa Shoujo for like the next 4 videos, basically, or 3, whatever, I've recorded it in an FLV file size or file type, and the editing software that I use does not use that, and I couldn't find any converter that's legit enough that could do it properly. To convert it to MP4 format. So this video, and I guess like I just said, the next road is going to have a little watermark on it. I hope it doesn't bother anybody. It's very, very, very like faintly there. If it does, I'm sorry, but it is what it is. Enjoy Katawa Shoujo. The next morning, I recall what a perfect night last night was. So much so that I can't stop thinking about it. It's probably not the most appropriate time to reminisce, since I have a test first period, but it's so unfair. How can they do this? They hold a festival that is the culmination of what is to be at least a few weeks worth of work on Sunday, and then follow up with exams starting the very next morning? It's gotta be some kind of sick joke. I'm not too worried about it, but I wonder if they really couldn't have held off on this for at least another week. Well, at least the weather this morning is nice enough that I can study outside before class. It's a lot more refreshing out here than I would be in the classroom. Not to mention with how quiet it is. I'm starting to think that everyone else will be sleeping in pretty late today. I put down the notes I'm reviewing for a second and stare out the school grounds, still littered with festival stalls. Looking at them now in the daytime without paper lanterns or crowds of people to draw my attention away from them, I noticed something peculiar. A lot of the stalls at the Shune mission I visited last night also happen to be the ones that we worked on. That's cute. Did Shizune come up with this? It had to be intentional, especially knowing her. Did she hope that I would catch on and see the fruit of our labors? I hear footsteps crunching the grass behind me and turn around. I feel slightly paranoid, but all I find is Shizune standing there with an innocuous look on her face. I've never heard that word at all. Hi, Shizune. I don't know what you're telling me, but hello. Good morning. Why the fuck do I keep forgetting that she can't hear me? Yeah, it's probably because I've gotten so used to Mr. translating for both of us that I haven't actually run into many situations where I'm forced to acknowledge Shizune's deafness and the problems that can stem from it. I think yesterday was the first. I give her a wave anyway. I, do at least this much, but I'm not even gonna pretend for a while that, I can hold up a conversation with her, considering my ignorance of sign language. Would it be rude to just go back to my notes? I don't really know what else to do. Where's Misha? Not just because I can't understand you. You two are always, together anyway, so I'm not used to seeing you apart. I know it's silly, but for some reason talking to her makes me feel less awkward. Surprisingly, she doesn't get mad at all. She starts signing, but it's different than usual. Shizune's hands move more, I don't know, slowly, and the gestures are simpler. I quickly realized that this isn't sign language at all, but she's still attempting to communicate with me. So, is this the sign language equivalent of breaking it down in layman's terms? I'm terrified that if I attempt to gesture back, that I look like a total dumbass. The look on Shizune's face tells me that she's starting to realize that that she's starting to think that trying to have any kind of back and forth like this is not exactly the best way to accomplish things. There has to be a better way. Writing on a pad? Well, I do have paper and a pencil. What else though? Cell phones? I don't really have much use for mine here, so I could barely carry it around. I don't even know if Shizune has one. She takes the initiative, holding up a finger to ask for a pause before pulling out a pad and pen from her bag and writing a single word on it. That's perfect. I stare blankly at her and receive a similar but somehow more intimidating stare response. She nudges the pad in my direction forcefully, clearly wanting me to reply. Good morning. I wish that said nudes. I still Oh, man. Shizune beams with a disproportionate amount of happiness. She starts twirling her pen triumphantly as she thinks about where to go from here. Oh, come on. It's not like we just emitted fire. Shizune pushes up her glasses curtly, and as if she has heard me, and then starts writing at a furious pace. So she must know how to read lips. That can only, like... You feel me? How else would that fucking explain anything? Use the notepad. Right. I think I need one more in there. Right. I'm confused. And am I supposed to take it from her and write okay now? This is about the furthest thing that I could imagine from a smooth, flowing conversation. It makes me envy the ease in which Misha is able to communicate with Shizune. Are you studying for the test? I'm pretty sure I can get away with answering a simple yes or no question like this with nods. Nah, you gotta use the notepad, man. You are here very early. Most people sleep in late after the festival. That means you are abnormal. Ooh! Is that so? You're here too. Before handing that response back to her, I remember what I noticed earlier in the ad. Yesterday was fun. I noticed today that I built a lot of the stalls we went to. Maybe that's why they were so familiar. Was this another game? Shizune shakes her head from side to side indignantly. No tricks. Oh. She's being straight with you, son. I thought that because you had made those stalls, they were the most important ones, we had to visit them. Because everyone should be able to appreciate the fruit of their labors. I wanted you to be able to see and enjoy what you had done. Aww. Shizune. That's love. That's wifey, y'all. Give me 1 sec, folks. Hold up. Okay. I'm sort of touched. That still, I have to wonder why she would go so out of her way, and I asked as much in my response. Because you were depressed. What? Damn, Miss Sal, you gotta stop being negative. You fucking jobber. I swear to God, if you die one day because you're a fucking jobber, this is gonna be the best thing I've ever seen in my life. Listen, people. I like his style, but he's acted way too much like a jobber, okay? He'll do some goat shit, I feel it, but you can't be acting this much of a fucking jobber. That's just not how life works. I want to say that I was repressed for days, but stop. It's true. I was moping quite a bit and not being too subtle about it half the time either. So it's possible that she knew. Was everything she did just to cheer me up then? Wow, that's awesome if it was. Thanks. She can't fucking understand you! I nibble it before I can catch myself, but Shizune doesn't seem to care. I write it down instead, and she nods once, as if unused to it. The silence between us grows more vast with each passing second, and there's nothing I can do to break it. Having to write everything down on paper kind of destroys any hope of trying to be casual. Good luck on the exam. I can appreciate that. Shizune pushes the pad right in front of my eyes, breaking my concentration, taking the initiative again as always. As she walks to the school building, I can't help but feeling a little sad. That felt like the longest 20 minutes of my life. That was fucking 20 minutes? Jesus. And all because it's so alien to me to have a face-to-face conversation with someone by passing notes to each other. But what? That I can't help coming up blank most of the time. Have you never passed notes in class? What the fuck? I'm fucking... Alright, whatever. Let's go back to the fucking scene of the motion. It makes you want to learn sign language. You should. You honestly should, just so you can communicate with her. That's easier said than done. Although the school, like Yamago, they might very well have sign language classes. In that case, there would be no reason not to pursue this. The only person I can think to ask at the moment is, well, Misha. How badly do I want to know this? There's two options. Wait until after class or go look for her now. I guess I'll go now, but I'm not certain where she is. My best bet would be to start searching for her in the girls' dorms, though, after all, if she wasn't with Shizune, that's probably the only place that she would be. A guy casually prowling around the girls' dorms early in the morning is unacceptable, but asking Misha about sign language classes in front of Shizune would be just unthinkable. Why? Why would it be weird? I get there's like a surprise factor to that, but it's like, why? Whatever, I'm gonna move on. She has to come to school sometime. After all, we're in the same class, so she has to take this test. Give me one sec. Is it me? Whoever's watching this episode, which has been quite a few of you, shout outs. Shout out Ace, I know you've been into it a hell of a lot. Let me know, how's the audio for the actual visual novel or game? I want to know if it's too low or if it's high, if it's right where it should be, because I've been having weird problems trying to figure out that audio. Like, obviously for me, I could just increase my volume and it's fine, but I'm not listening to a person speak and the game audio of a game. So for me, I really need to know, like, how's the audio? It's hard to tell when I edit it. I don't know why, but yeah. If I wait here, I'll be sure to see her sooner or later. I just hope that she doesn't walk past me while I'm flipping through my notes. It turns out to be a pretty long while, or a pretty long wait. As students file into the school, I wonder if Misha's gonna be late. Eventually, I catch sight of her while she bounces across the grounds, and it hits me that I have to be blind to miss her with her incredibly distinctive hair. Hiya, Chad. Good morning. Wow, you were just waiting for her? Smooth as out. I know what you're doing. Morning. I don't have a lot of time before class starts, so I cut directly to the chase. Hey, can I ask you a question? A question? Okay, Chan, sure, I have time, but only because I'm late. What? Okay. What does that mean? I should have woken up earlier, but I was so tired. If I had, I would have had to study. No, what? If I had, I would have to, okay. But since I didn't, it won't hurt. What is it, Chan? Let me ask you out, girl. We gonna go to the mall. We gonna go shopping. I'ma spoil you. No, don't ever fucking say that. I'm just fucking around. Don't take my jokingly comedic statements to a real life situation. Unless you just want to laugh, then by all means. Well, there are sign language classes here, right? Yup, they're electives. Why do you want to know it, Chan? For some reason, that question briefly makes me panic. No reason. It sounds interesting, but I get to tell you to sign up now, right? I'm not exactly being too subtle here, but Misha never seems to pick up on things like that anyway, so I'm probably being more cautious than necessary. What the fuck? What did I just get? Oh, cool. Well, Chat, I heard there are fewer and fewer students taking sign languages every year, so if you want to, I'm sure they'll let you in. I should probably actually real life do sign language. Shit, now that I'm thinking about it, that'd be fun, dude. Just go and fucking learn how to speak a whole nother language, dude. That's the fucking beautiful, man. I hate that in America we don't fucking go out and learn a lot of languages, like, because, you know, I'm from California, right, and I'm Mexican. Obviously, I know English, and I should know more Spanish, but I don't know, like, as much as I should, right? But, still, I know another language, sorta. I would like to be able to know more languages, like if I can learn how to speak German, if I can learn how to be Japanese, which I know in for Japanese there's like differences, right, depending where you're at, but, yeah, like the only thing I know in Japanese is pankeki. So, it's weird. But point being, yeah, I wish, like, in America, it was required that you learn another language. Just because, like, you look at a lot of other countries, or more developed countries, that they kind of make you learn a bunch. Like, my buddy Rosmus, so if anyone's seen the fucking, either the podcast where I've had Rosmus on here, or if you've seen the Left 4 Dead videos that we've done, he speaks Swedish, he speaks English, I think he speaks something else. I had to confirm with him, but yeah. I want to fucking learn language, folks. Are you thinking of learning sign language, Chan? Yeah. If you learn sign language, Chan, that would make the Chan really happy. If you want, we can go to the teacher's office after school. Yeah, okay. They'll probably let you in. Thanks, Misha. The teacher's office. Oh my god. That'd be great. Don't tell us today that I want to learn it, though. Why not? So it could be a surprise. Besides, it'll look better if you tell her this morning, and then I found out that the afternoon I can't take the class. Aw, you're right, Chan. Still, this will be hard. It's such good news. I'm in the student council, so, you know, I might as well try learning it. Even if it's just the basics, it'd be a step up from knowing, you know, nothing. Besides, Shizune and I can't keep relaying everything through you as if you were on the phone or something, right? Or a phone. Misha laughs. You're right, Chan. It's true! You ain't a fucking phone, you're a fucking individual. There's no need for us to have to do that. I like that he was blunt about it, though. Be honest, man. You're right, Chan. Ellipses. The bell rings to signal the start of first period. Cutting our conversation short, and I guess I'll just ask the teacher after classes are through. Her reaction was a little strange, but I forget about it as the day goes on. Oh, what? For real? Oh, shit. Hey, the episode's over. What are you doing here? Go home. You're home? Oh, go read a book. Fucking... Remember to like this video. Subscribe if you haven't, of course. And, yeah, go eat some ass today. Take care, folks. Bye.